Everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about something a little bit different. You motherfucker. Like I was saying, I want to do something a little bit different. Now, if you guys don't know, there's this really cool theme park called Universal Studios Hollywood. I recently went there yesterday to celebrate sort of my graduation from high school, which shout out to me, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to rank every single Universal Studios Hollywood ride from worst to best. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and if you want to see more of my videos, hit the notification bell. The more people that hit it, the more my videos will get recognized and the more people will come to my channel. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace. Just gonna enter above and then rank that D. It's gonna be bad. You know what? F. It's just bad. It's just a bad ride, all right? And the one ride that's going on there is Harry Potter and their fucking Harry Potter ride. And I'll tell you why. All right? I try to go on the ride. And I'm a big guy. I'm like, my shoulders are broad. You know, I have a little bit of a gut. And that's fine. The problem wasn't my gut. The problem were my broad shoulders. I couldn't go on a ride because my shoulders were too broad. That doesn't make any sense, all right? I should be able to go on a ride and not have to worry about the parameters of where I should be fitting in. The fact that I have to, and the fact that there's a person that has to check you for parameters is just ass in itself. I don't like the Harry Potter ride, and I will never ever like it again. Now, with all that being said, the Jurassic Park ride is an S tier. It's amazing. I like the drop, I like the suspense, I like everything about it. It is such a good ride. It is amazing. I mean, there's water, which yes, it could be a problem, but it's also when you're like at Universal and you're walking around and you want to take a break and you need like a refreshing, new ride, this is the ride you go on. The water splashes in your face and you feel almost rejuvenated. You don't even get like any motion sickness from this. You feel like a weight has just come off of you, and it's amazing. Now, the next ride I want to talk about is The Mummy. Now, if you guys don't know what The Mummy is, it was a movie. I don't know when it was made. I don't know. But all I know is that this ride is fucking great, all right? It is a hood classic for those who go to Universal. I mean, it's a quick ride. It does a lot of things. It's fast paced though. It feels like you're gonna fall off, which in some cases could be a good thing, and for me personally it was. They have those really silly beetles that like poke at your like feet, and it's funny. And then you go backwards, which is my favorite part because it's like you don't know where you're going. And for the people that sit in the back row, which was me, it felt like I was in the front row now, and I was just able to like go backwards every time, and it felt fucking fantastic. That's why The Mummy is an A tier. Now, the Universal Studios tour it's meh. Actually, you know what? I would put it at good because there were some pretty good ones. I mean, even though Fast and Furious is hated on the Studios tour, it was fast paced, it was fun. A lot of things didn't make sense, but then again, it's Hollywood. Not everything has to make sense, and I'll allow it slide. And the King Kong ride, which I wish they would just make it their own ride. It's amazing. It's a great experience. I wish they could just make it its own ride because it would be like a lot more funner. And it's got me excited for any other thing. And I think that's like the first thing you experience is the King Kong ride, along with, the Bates Motel and the crash site and the flood and Fast and Furious and basically everything in between. The only problem is Jimmy Fallon's on it, and I don't really like Jimmy Fallon, so that's why I'm putting it at good, not anywhere else. But I think the next ride I had to rank as probably better than the Studio Store ride is Transformers. And I know what you're thinking. This is a quick ride, but people think it's good. For me personally, I think this is okay. I think it's a good ride. It's slow pace. It's a little bit more slower than any other ride, but it does its job. It tells a story. The line is a lot more creative than any other line in the entire park, because there's like buttons you could press. It's an interactive line. You could have fun with it. You see the Allspark when you walk, past it. It's a very interesting concept for a ride. It's just really slow paced, and the main character sucks. I mean, honestly, we run for this entire thing, and then like at the end, he's like, "I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna stand up for myself," because apparently he was a pussy for like half the ride. So yeah, it's all right. Next, we have the other Harry Potter ride, which I'm gonna give this honestly better. It's an okay ride. It's a really compact ride for kids, and it's made for kids, because I couldn't even fit in the ride because I am really tall and I have thick legs. So fitting in the ride again, like Harry Potter gives itself parameters that you have to fit in, and I don't like it. But this ride is a lot more enjoyable. It's faster paced than the actual Harry Potter ride. It's a lot funner if there's people there, and it's hype as fuck, which is why I'll give it an okay. The only problem I have with it is that it's really fucking fast, which I guess makes sense because they're trying to get the line queues out of the way. But again, it's all right. Now, Waterworld, I actually didn't go to Waterworld on this, and usually I would say it's a pretty good place to go, but for me personally, I didn't go to this one. But from my experience alone, because this is something I go to every fucking day, it's bad. It's not the best. It's a very classic place to go to like watch a show. The show's cringy. It uses a lot of outdated references. It is meh. It's bad. It's like, eh. Now, the Bill and Ted, I'm pretty sure this is the Bill and Ted show. I've actually never been to it, but from what I've seen on YouTube, I actually think this is a lot funnier than the Waterworld show, because the references are outdated, but they're at least able to make it funny. Bill and Ted is made to be cringe. It's not made to be original or serious. Bill and Ted is cringe. So that's why I'll give it a pass, because it's already established that it's gonna be bad on purpose. Now, we have Kung Fu Panda from the Dream. I was about to say Disney. The DreamWorks Theater. The Kung Fu Panda show. I came in with really low expectations, because they took out Shrek 4D, and I was kind of pissed off at that. But honestly, it was not a bad show. The 4D theater, they improved it so much, because I remember only being able to look at there, and they were like, right, the old 4D theater for Shrek 4D was it's just like a little concave wall. Everything else was kind of just there. But with the Kung Fu Panda show, it is a 360 view of everything. So you can see them fighting in the dimension, the multi-dimension around. It circles around. It goes 360 degrees. It is very interesting. It's a very cool concept. I honestly want to see how they would do that with a real movie. I honestly would like to see that with a real movie. But I would give it an okay. It's not the worst, not the best. And if the movie theater's empty, you're not going to enjoy it as much. But I think with the packed theater, it'll probably be a lot more fun. Now, the Simpsons ride. Now, I've been on it a lot. It is probably one of the fastest queues, not because of the time, but the boarding, because there's 30 to 40 different rides in there, and it's while it is a little long, the queues are really quick, and the way they mastered this was amazing. I'm gonna give this a great. But the only problem is I get motion sickness from this ride because of how blurry the screen is. I wish they would update the projector they have over there, because it makes me a little sick to look at it. But other than that, it is a great ride. Now we have the Swirly. I did not go on the Swirly, but it is a slow-paced ride, and I would give it a bad. That was literally the only reason I didn't go on it, because it was just really slow. Again, it's also made for kids, so I can't really judge it based on the fact that, it's made for kids. Now, the last but not least one, the Minion Ride. And I'm gonna actually give the Minion Ride a grade. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is this good? Because essentially what it is just Minion mayhem, but like you're the minion and you're being controlled. Now, the one thing I'll say about Despicable Me's ride is that it doesn't make me as sick as the Simpsons ride or as, what's that other ride? What is it? It's the other like 4D ride. But with this ride, it doesn't make me as sick as the Minion ride, or not the Minion ride, as the Simpsons ride, and I actually enjoy it because it's a really wholesome story. They got adopted, like the kids got adopted. They want to give Gru a gift, but Gru apparently forgets. He remembers at the end, and you just go as a minion. You try to get the present. You have this cool ending, and all in all, I liked it. So I'm gonna give it a grade. Anyway, that's the end of this tier list. If you hated it, go fuck yourself. I don't care. If you want to make your own, go ahead. Tag me in it or whatever. Make sure you put the hashtag Gary or whatever. I don't care, literally. I hope you enjoy. Again, if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm kind of new to this whole extra thing because I'm going to college now and I'm planning to get a job, and I'm looking for a new way to find more content in all of this. I might do some more story times in the future about my experience at Universal and whatever, but all in all, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later.